What you're going to find with modern women is that modern women literally despise men who commit to them. Now, I don't want this video to sound like evil or like I'm some person who's a pessimist and all this. And this also isn't some bullshit like red pill video where I'm going to drop a bunch of facts and statistics and theories. But just like take a look around and let's reflect it. Like my life over the past 10 years, your life over the past 10 years, like modern women don't like men who commit to them. Okay. And I have some examples of a lot of reasons for this, but what you're going to notice is if you commit to women, okay, and this can even be for women with high interest, okay, and I'm talking women who they viewed you as the prize, you're a guy with money, you're a guy with status, you're a guy who's good looking, you're a guy who's smooth, you're a guy who's charismatic, right? You're a guy who clearly can attract other women, okay? Women find that extremely attractive when you're attracted by other women, okay? Like every single great, I'll tell you this, over the past like 6 months to a year, every great interaction that I've had with women where there's high sexual desire, right? She's super aroused by me, any of those things. It always came, like the highest level of desire, it always came from either mutual friends, meaning that there was a girl who I was seeing who she knew of who also caught wind in the grapevine that I was seeing her, or it was literally a girl that I was seeing, one of her distant or even close friends, as soon as we stopped talking, now she has interest, okay? That pre-selection status where women see that you're chosen by other women, therefore they have high desire towards you, okay? I'm talking, and when I say desire, you have to keep this in mind. I'm not talking desire as in romantics of like, let's talk all night on FaceTime and get like coffee. What I'm talking, and then get coffee in the morning. What I'm talking is like when she comes over and you guys go on a date, right? And you guys are like making out, or you guys are like, whatever. Like you feel her like she's completely like sopping wet, right? Just like ridiculously levels of attraction. It always came from when there was other women in the picture, and through the grapevine or through mutual friends, the other women saw that and they wanted in. Okay, that number one. So straight up, women get turned on when you clearly have other women in your life. That's obviously first. But now let's look at this a step deeper. Modern women don't respect and despise men who commit to them. Okay, I am not immune to this. You are not immune to this. I don't care how much social status anybody has. You are, with modern women today, you are not immune to the decrease in desire when you close off your options. Okay, when you close off your options, she went from looking at you as a guy who can have anybody that he wants, or from a guy who's smooth and charismatic, a great seducer, right? A great guy who's a masculine, sexy, attractive to other women. And when you close off that options and you give her the validation and the full undivided attention that says, hey, I really want you, here's the truth. It lowers your status in her eyes because deep down, she doesn't think that she's that good enough to begin with. Let that sink in. Modern women today compare themselves to every girl with a big fat ass on Instagram. Modern women today compare themselves to every single bimbo on Instagram with big fake tits. Modern women today are looking at every Hollywood magazine, every celebrity, every fucking Instagram influencer who wants to think that she's something with her lip filler. Okay, they're comparing themselves to all these girls, and a lot of them are extremely insecure deep down. So they don't view themselves as that great to begin with, and there's a few reasons for this. Okay, not to mention when you commit to just them and they don't feel good enough, or they don't feel like they're the best, she's going to look at you and go, well, he committed to me, he'll actually commit to anybody. He's not high status. I don't even want him anymore. And it's really sad because for those of you who do want like real relationships, okay, the first thing you have to do is you have to unplug from thinking that relationships in your head of the romantic novel of we will be happy together, or if I put X into this, I will get Y out. You need to completely flush that down the toilet, okay? Here's why most men think like this, and I understand because I'm a businessman. I've always been a businessman. I'm a guy who goes to the gym. I'm a guy who chases success. And when I say chase success, dude, this was ingrained in me ever since I was in high school. Like, if I was in track and we were, like I was a miler in track, so like if we did, like one of the workouts was like 10 by 400, okay, 10 quarter mile laps around the track. 10 by a quarter at 1 mile race pace, okay, with a minute rest in between. That was like one of the workouts. If I was hitting 72s for all of them, like the next workout, I'm going to try to hit 71s for all of them. That's just that progression. If I'm a bodybuilder now, if I hit 315 for 5 sets of 7 on squat, you know, I'm going to try to hit 320 for 5 sets of 7 on squat. It's natural progression. If you put X in, you want Y out. Women don't work that way. Women are the one thing in this earth where the more you put in to fix the relationship, build a better relationship, solve the relationship, do more to not only make her happy, but to just build a strong foundation of mutual understanding and attraction, the less you get out. It's one of the only things in life that works that way. That's why the one thing you can do and the one thing you can control is chase your own success. You can chase your own status. You can keep leveling up. But I'm going to play devil's advocate to this. The question that I have to ask you is, why in God's green earth would you commit to 99% of these women? Once again, I don't give a fuck if this is offensive. I don't care. Because I'm going to tell you this, I've been in a multi-year committed relationship, and for the past 12 to 18 months, I've been exclusively single, where I have not really committed to any girl, and I've seen multiple women. I'm going to tell you this, life is much better when you have multiple options, and life is much better when you don't commit as a man, because you start to see one thing clearly. These women are not worth committing to. And the biggest reason why they're not worth committing to is you like, look at it this way even. I think marriage is a great thing. I think marriage is a great, beautiful thing between men and women. Okay, marriage can build a nuclear family. Marriage can make it so that way children come into the mix and all of a sudden things are good. Okay, but it has to be with the right person. It has to be with the right person. And it has to be with a girl who has not been tapped by every single guy. So when you ask yourself this, why on earth, like when you, like committing to a woman or living with a woman or getting married to a woman, these women are fucking for free. Okay, these women are screwing for free. These women are getting fucked without commitment. Why in the hell would you want to go put a ring on it when these women are sleeping with guys without it? Like, why are you over investing into something that didn't protect their sexuality, didn't protect their virginity, right? It oftentimes goes out and sleeps with whoever they want just because they find that guy attractive in the moment. You're not getting anything out of this. So the biggest reason why women despise modern men for committing to them is because deep down they know that they have not done the right things to probably make themselves a high value woman. Therefore, why would you commit to them? And the second you do, it lowers your value and it lowers your status, because she's sitting there scratching her head going, if he'll close off all of his options for my dumb ass, right? If he'll close off all of his options for my dumb ass, why the fuck would I bet on this guy going anywhere? Because you got to look at it this way. A man's status and a man's success dictates the level and the caliber of women he can get. So if you're 23, 24, and you settle on a basic girl who has a notch count of 13, let's say, because that is typically like, let's say she's 20 years old, she probably has a notch count of anywhere from 10 to 20 already. That's just what you have to accept with modern women. If you settle on a basic, average, everyday girl like that, she is not going to bet on you for the long haul, for your status and for your success and your income to keep on climbing. And here's probably why. She knows that your status, your income, your success is a direct correlation of the type of woman you can pull and the type of woman that you can attract. There is leagues to this, make no mistake. There's leagues you have to understand to this. If she sees you close that off and commit to her, she knows you're probably not going any further in life than just her. Or if she does see that you're still driven, here's the other thing too. One more false misconception. A lot of guys, okay, I'm going to open up to a couple different stories that I've never talked about. A lot of guys feel that if they stay on their passion, they stay on their purpose. Oh, I'm on my purpose, she'll love me. I'm making more money, she'll love me. No, motherfucker, wake up. If you're on your purpose and you're fucking grinding and you're all of a sudden making 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, that chick sitting in your house or that chick looking at you is going to have competition anxiety up the ass. Okay? For everybody telling you, yeah, chase your success and that woman's going to stick by you and be a supporter. Fuck no, she won't. A lot of times what's going to happen is these chicks will look at you like a sucker. And here's why. Competition anxiety goes through the roof. And then when competition anxiety goes through the roof, what she's going to try to do is throw you off that path and beta-tize you. What she's going to try to do oftentimes is get so insecure and so nervous, she's going to self-sabotage the relationship and leave you anyways. I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen so much. I'll give you an example. My dad, nobody knows this, okay? I've never said this in my entire life. My dad became an extremely hard worker. This is where I get my work ethic. This is why I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. My dad started from the bottom, grew a real estate portfolio net worth past probably 35 million in valuation, has like 150, 200 doors of condos, whatever the case is. But I'm not saying that as if like he came from anything, okay? He came from very broke parents, okay? Got a 4-year degree, okay? Became a mechanical engineer, was a mechanical engineer for 8 years, started a supplement company that was online in the basement of our first house of me growing up. And then on top of that, he started a brick and mortar supplement store called Nutrisport here in North Dakota. Was doing those, sold both of them, okay? Got his first chunk of cash, then bought his first 8 doors, okay? Then bought his strip mall, kept growing, okay? Him and my mom are divorced. I will tell you this. The more focused he was, the more driven he was, the more my mom would consistently put a wrench in the relationship, try to purposefully start fights and arguments, throw him off his path or purpose. They didn't even call it that. There's no fucking path and purpose. Motherfucker, they're fighting all night, all day, all night, 24/7. Fight, fight, fight. I come home from school till 1 in the morning, fight. I wake up by 6 a.m., I can't even sleep, fighting. Bam. Okay? Dude loses millions of dollars in divorce. That's a big reason why I do what I do and why this even channel exists in the first place, is I watch a guy build an entire net worth for 20 years and then damn near was on the brink of probably offing himself because he was so pissed. And it wasn't even like depression. This motherfucker was pissed. Imagine working your whole life, finally becoming successful, making millions of dollars along the way, finally getting your cash flow to 50 to 100K a month, and not coming from money, right? Not coming from anything. Right, and then all of a sudden having her leave, and then watching that, and this is my own mom, okay? Right, this is my own mom. I've seen this, right? I'm 15, 16 years old. I come home from school, I'm watching my mom break down in front of the family because she has feelings for her personal trainer, okay? And this is with my dad, who's like 6 foot tall, 230 pounds, jacked, and making a shit ton of money. So you have to understand this. Modern women in general despise men who commit to them. I am not immune to this, and neither are you. And they understand strictly that they don't bring a lot to the table anymore. And when you do commit to them, they sit there and scratch their head why. She knows she has her Instagram open to 1,000 options. She knows she has Snapchat open and there's a ton of fucking orbiters who want to talk to her and fuck her. She knows this. So when your dumb ass sits there and goes, "Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, yeah, you can talk to that guy. Yeah, I don't mind." She's sitting there going, what a loser. So, like, no, I don't commit to any of these girls. I don't care. I don't care. They'll fuck without a ring and without a commitment. Why the fuck would I commit to any of them? It makes no sense, and I don't give a fuck. So, when you start to live life on your own terms and you ask yourself, how does this serve me? You're going to find most women don't serve you at all, right? Like, every woman says, I don't need a man. Well, the truth is, if you're a fucking high-value man, you don't need a woman, right? Yeah, I don't need, I have my whole income on autopilot. I have a business, okay? I have cleaners clean my house. I have every toy I need, boat, jet ski, no matter what. Okay, I have a social circle. I can call up whoever I want and they can come chill. What the fuck would what do I need to spend time nurturing a relationship for? Okay, but I'm not against it. Here's what I can tell you. When you find a woman, okay, I'll give you an example. Last night, I went on a date, and the girl was super sweet, like sweetheart, super down to earth. Like, she seems very good. I don't know her very much yet. I just met her for like an hour, but she seems very nice, very wholesome, very good, okay? When you do meet a good girl, when you meet a good human, when you meet a girl who hasn't been through the ringer, who's not acting like a modern woman, don't treat her poorly. Treat her very well. Be a polite gentleman. Because you should. So it needs to be a reflection of what's in front of you. I think the problem that you see on these online with a lot of these red pill videos or these manosphere videos is like, these guys are dorks. These guys aren't going on any dates. These guys aren't actually talking. Like these guys have theories and concepts, but they're not actually practically in the field, like hanging out with girls. Okay? So when you actually hang out with girls, and keep in mind that probably takes some resources. So over the years, I've acquired resources, meaning like I have a house that sometimes I'll entertain guests and have a party. I have a hot tub where sometimes I'll have a hot tub party. I have a boat where sometimes me and 10 friends will go boating, right? We'll pick up girls on the sandbar. We'll do fun stuff. You see female nature. You see how these women behave. I'm not against commitment. I'm just saying modern women with a notch count typically despise men. They typically despise men who commit to them. But the player, the playboy, who does whatever the fuck he wants, like I'm going to tell you this, whatever he wants. You start talking how you want, you start acting how you want, you don't give one fuck who hears or sees. Do you understand how like freeing that is? That is scary, like to most people. To the point where women get so turned on by that because it's just so uncommon. When you release the constraints of the social norms and you stop giving a fuck. So, I hope this video served you, okay? Modern women despise most men who commit to them, and this is a cold, hard truth you're probably going to have to accept, but there is a way out, and I'm going to end the video with this. The way out is to not be pessimistic, to get in the fucking gym and lift heavy and get big, to make a shitload of money, okay? And to start to go out in the real world and crush your purpose and your ambitions and date a lot of women. When you date a lot of women, you're going to be able to screen women, okay? A girl comes in, you can automatically tell like by her tendencies and how she's posting on social and how she's moving, how she's talking, right? How she's acting, how she's carrying herself. You're going to be able to know what category to place her in, okay? And when you do that, you're going to start to see, hey, most women aren't worth committing to. But what is worth committing to is committing to chasing your own excellence and your own purpose. And see, that is worth committing to. So when you do then see the right woman enter your frame, enter your life, you see that there's value there, 100%, that is when you can treat them a little bit differently. And if their behavior changes, okay, cool. Then you know how to adjust. But it takes actually seeing women, going on dates, having multiple options to get to that point where you know what the fuck to actually do. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And I haven't done like a casual video. Like I've never really done casual videos like this on my couch where I actually just shoot the shit. So if you like this style, let me know below, okay? For those of you who are going to go, oh, you're copying, I know that Ham's a guy that's got a couple million followers. I know he wears a robe. Some of you guys are going to go, oh, you copied him. I wear a robe every morning. Okay, what time is it right now? It's 9:05 a.m. I wear a robe every single morning from probably 7:30 to 9 or 10. It's just what I wear as I drink my coffee and do some work. So hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.